Hello, you guys. It's Maddie, Good Gemini 444, back with another collective reading. Today, I again, like last week, asked my little questions deck what we should get into, and we got what do I need to release at the next full moon? Funny enough, we have a full moon happening this Friday, May 1st. So I feel like this is very pertinent. We need to talk about what within the next week is ready to be released, what needs to be addressed. I would say still this is a timeless reading though, so from whenever you're seeing this, this could be whatever next full moon is next for you at the time that you are seeing this. But particularly, the full moon that we're stepping into, I believe, is, let's see what sign it's in. I should have double checked that. It's a flower moon. It peaks at 123, so there we go, an angel number. Um, what sign is it in? Sign. Scorpio. Okay, you know what's so crazy that it's in Scorpio? Because look, the question is the number 13. And then at the bottom of the tarot deck that I was choosing to use, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. At the bottom of the deck, I looked. The death card's right there. Number 13 with the Knight of Swords. There's something particularly coming through about the swords. So, something about the way that you're viewing, I just heard viewing life, viewing yourself, viewing a particular thing. I feel like this is more about the way your personal development or the way you're viewing yourself. So that's something that is, sorry, I'm pulling up something else that I want to talk about. Here we go. So yeah, the way that you're viewing yourself, at the bottom of the deck on the other side was the Queen of Swords reversed. So I feel like the Queen of Swords reversed can be, she's guarded, she can be a little nasty, have a sharp tongue. She's been hurt before, so she's blocked essentially. She's using some sort of mental defense mechanism to protect herself, but sometimes that could come off as maybe like a little malicious or devious, or it's not, to me, I'm getting like this isn't you being necessarily malicious consciously. This might just be like you being frustrated or angry at a particular situation, maybe like where you're at in life. So what do we need to release so that we can fully, embody our best selves, get into the nitty gritty? I pulled out my shadow work deck because I want to see what shadow work is coming up. Full moons are all about releasing. So we want to see what's coming through with that. Now, the other thing I want to mention, sorry I'm bit bopping around, but it's just how I read a lot of signs. So when I meditated this morning, I saw the lion. Then I pulled out the lion. I shuffled, lion ended up at the bottom of the deck, and look behind him is the lamb. And I was like, wasn't that a biblical thing? So I looked up. It talks about the lion and the lamb in the Bible, the messianic peace of Christ or a future peaceful kingdom. So essentially, and it's from Isaiah, and I like have my own little daily prayer book from something else that today's the quote was from Isaiah, and it was talking about like coming out from the dark into the light. So Isaiah could be specific for someone, but it's talking about here, this is what stood out to me. This in Revelations 5:5-6, it portrays Jesus as having a dual nature, both a powerful king and a sacrificial victim who ransoms people through his blood. So I feel like this is something about like duality, like how you've become this lion, like you've been through a lot, and essentially like how can we work through, I feel like a lot of this could be potentially about like acceptance, forgiveness, releasing anger, because the Queen of Swords, yeah, she could, there's something that she went through, so she's defending herself with her words, with her mind, and male or female, that's just energy. So let's see what's going on. We're starting off with the weight of trauma. Stored trauma can create tension, fatigue, and pain. Healing requires releasing, not ignoring. So what do I need to release at the next full moon? Trauma. So there's some sort of trauma. Let's see, what does the shadow work deck want to talk to us about with releasing? So releasing some sort of trauma, looking at it, not ignoring it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the anger within. I'm telling, there's something about anger, 444 on the timer. So anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its roots rather than suppressing it. I feel like this Queen of Swords is like you suppressing the anger, and it's coming out in ways that maybe you don't even understand. It's like being angry at the world or people that have hurt you. The prison of regret. The past cannot be rewritten, but your future is yours to create. So yeah, this to me is like being stuck. Wow, the Ten of Swords reverse. Being stuck in the past, not being able to get over some sort of trauma. And being stuck within that mentally when you're not willing to face it. The Queen of Swords in the upright, she's facing forward. Her mind is clear. She has, faced her trauma, and she understands the wisdom behind it and how she can use it to, I just heard, advocate for herself, maybe for others moving forward. So it's like I said, the reason I'm hesitating is because when we talk about like the maliciousness, like I've been there. When you're hurt, you have that side of you that like comes out there that you're like, nobody's gonna fucking hurt me again. I just saw 544 on the timer as well when I said that. The number 54 has been following me all day, so we'll see if that comes up here. But at the bottom of the deck is fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy, they're stepping stones towards mastery and understanding. So we want to release regret, fear of failure, and the release of suppressing anger. So maybe you need to let this anger out in a different way. Because right now the way that it's coming out is like maybe in some sort of a way of negativity towards the world, particularly. So this is upside down. Let's see, with the energy deck, Spirit, please clarify what the collective needs to release at this next full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about deep inner emotions. It's water of water. It's fixed water. It's connected and ruled by Pluto. Pluto is all about like immense change, paradigm shifts, like deep internal work. The Judgment card has been coming out a lot the past couple of weeks as well. So I feel like collectively, there's a lot of shit. This is sticking out to me. Angel of Strength. Look at the fucking lion. I can't make this shit up. So, what else is here? Angel of Love. Ooh. You don't have to be so strong. Maybe with this love, there's defenses that you've built up. And the throat chakra here. Interesting. Let me put this one back. I want to shuffle and see what comes through. What just flipped out? Community. Releasing isolation. Releasing like pushing others away. We have the root chakra. Archangel Michael has been really connected to me lately. So you're meant to be a leader of a community, and you need to release isolation here. Wow. Okay, this just like flew across the room. Look what just came out. Man holding a heart, woman holding a heart. And look at it. It's 45. So 5s and 4s together here are very significant. We also have this May 7th could be significant, or May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Maybe Star Wars is significant right now to someone. Okay, so Angel of... Yeah, releasing... Okay, with the lion coming through, the lion is about like somebody who is so strong, very multifaceted, and is known by... intimately by few. Very like prideful. This is about like taking yourself less seriously, and that's what's going to help you get even stronger, because it's like you're so strong, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. 828, you could be a Virgo or a Leo, because the lion energy, it's giving like that summertime here. The Angel of Strength and community, it's like you have to release this feeling of being on your own and step into community more. And that's what's going to help you. Maybe that's what this is, of defensiveness against people. Because people have hurt you. She's scorned here. She's the widow. She's lost things. She's been through shit. So it's like you are taking this in the reverse. Is her trauma essentially controlling her. And she's not in control of her own pain because she's ignoring it. She's allowing her subconscious anger and pain to come out in ways that aren't necessarily healthy. I want to clarify these cards, but the woman holding a heart and the man holding a heart and caring connection right below that. Wow. You could potentially be like, as you step into community and you put yourself out there more, you could be meeting a significant person. With both here, you could be male or female and you're meeting a counterpart here. I'm getting within the next 3 to 6 weeks. And there could be something significant about Leo season, or a person that you meet being a Leo. Also, Scorpio or Sagittarius. I mentioned Virgo, also Libra, because the Queen of Swords, she is Libra, and her shadow aspect is Virgo. So let's see. Ten of Cups here, and the Three of Swords. Healing wounds around groups, family, love. Maybe you feel like a happily ever after is not existing, or it's not possible for you because of whatever trauma has occurred. But the past cannot be rewritten. Your future is yours to create. Spirit wants you to release regret or looking back at the past, looking towards the future. Maybe you assume that in the future you're going to fail. It's okay to be angry. I think that's part of this is like it's okay to be angry, but you can't allow the anger to control you. You have to release it. It's healthy. Maybe this is about healing your relationship with anger. We have the Page of Wands on the bottom, so good news. Courage, optimism, competition, faithfulness, a courageous, energetic young person, salespersons, actors, politicians, preachers, inspirational speakers, athletes, and performers. You could be one of those things. The Page of Wands essentially represents stepping into a new pathway. This could be like beginning a new pathway within your spirituality, your career, your sexuality, just your life purpose or life force. Like something is drawing you forward. This is new energy. I just heard timeline jump. This is also Saturn and Sagittarius energy. The Ten of Wands is as well. So it's kind of like, how are you going to go on this down this new path if you're carrying all this weight from the past? You can't. You have to release it. You have to surrender it to the divine. Spirit, please clarify what this collective needs to release at the next full moon. Thank you. The Chariot. I love that. Overcoming obstacles. Like you're overcoming things that have been holding you back for years. Also, community is the number 7. So we have 77. Sevens are coming through. You could be a Cancer, born in the 7th month, born on the 7th. Okay. Wow. Okay. The 6 of Cups landed like sideways. So we're going to leave that here. I like that this came out because it's talking about like this is about the past. Releasing inner childhood trauma. Because in the letting go of the past, literally, that's what it says in the reverse. Focusing on the future, maturity, growing up, and leaving home. And then at the bottom of I'm in the upright. This is Sun and Scorpio. So a lot of Scorpio energy, water sign energy is coming through Cancer and Scorpio. This is like, because it's coming out sideways, let's get another card, but it's like you facing the past, facing your inner child with compassion, with playfulness. This is like a shift in the way that you are supporting yourself. Clarity. Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like I just heard something about maybe you're going to be moving forward more successfully if you start talking to yourself differently, start talking to other people, literally not holding things in. The Chariot is all like can also be like very like one track minded, about like being determined, having very strong willpower to like overcome something. You are going to overcome this. There's no obstacles that are going to stop you, and you have to truly start believing that. But it literally says returning to one's roots. So there's something about your past traumas. I love that this card came out because it's literally about the past, nostalgia, inner child, forgiveness, playfulness, childhood memories, reunions, gifts, innocence. Like it's very like nostalgic energy. So there's something about returning to that. So forgiving yourself, forgiving others here. This is also a card of breakthrough and victory. So there's something about like you really shifting your mindset this week, and with this release of the full moon here. Okay, Emperor reverse. So this is about abuse, and Magician reverse. This is about you not believing in your own power. But maybe you don't even believe in your connection like to the divine spiritually. This is about like frustration, feeling. This can also be about like manipulation. But in the way where like you're trying to force something and make something happen with your own will, and not trusting that there's like an exchange with the universe that you can manifest what you desire. It could be about like not being able to decide things, not taking action, being blocked. So we want to release that. We want to release like not doing anything, because there's something about being stuck. The the Emperor reverse coming out, this could be trauma that literally has to do with your father. Um, this could also be about you releasing not being disciplined enough, or like being too hard on yourself when it comes to discipline, like not allowing yourself to rest, to play, being kinder to yourself. There's a rigidity about the Emperor in the reverse. There's a stubbornness, and somebody who like abuses their power. The Emperor is also about, I believe it like represents society. So it's like maybe you feel reject that coming out over community. It's like you feel rejected from society in some way. Like you feel like you have to force your way in somehow. I want to get a clarifier for this. Let's get it from the Archangel deck. Let's clarify. Ace of Cups, self-love. Yeah, completely different energy. Because we have the root chakra that's connected to the Emperor. Aries is ruled by Mars. It's very aggressive. It can be. It's very passionate, assertive. It's like the drive to live, survival. This card is sticking out to me. Ten of Cups. Yeah, we saw the there's something about the family. 1616 on the timer. This could be like a major revelation you're having about your family. Well, I said that about feeling like you're not going to have a happy ending, and this literally says happy ever after, harmonious relationships with family members. So maybe this is about like you forgiving your father, forgiving a masculine figure in your life who abused power and did something towards you. Wow, we have Epiphany with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. I literally talked about that Isaiah quote of like coming into the light. So it's like you shine light on whoever this is or whatever this is. Like you have shined light because you're so strong. You just haven't found like your community yet, and I feel like you're, whatever this is, it's like facing these traumas to step into a new community. The Ten of Cups has a rainbow on it. It's very divine. It's very much like blessings, abundance, good luck, things happening to you for the best. But with the Emperor reversed on the Ten of Cups, this to me, literally, I'm getting for a lot of you, this could be about needing to address trauma with the father. Because with the Chariot here, this could have been like you lacked, yeah, the Emperor, wow, taking charge of a situation. It's like you have to take your power back, because you, by ignoring this trauma, because people get, I think what happens is people get confused of like, oh, I don't need to look at the past. Like the past is the past. And it's like, yes, the past can't be rewritten, but we do have to face the reality of the past. We can use the past as a tool to help us move forward. So there's something about the past here that has control over you because you're not facing it in some way. The quote on this card says, I am my own authority. I have the will and power to create my life structure. In the reverse, it's like you aren't taking power or control over your life. There's no structure maybe. You're waiting for somebody to come fix it for you or save you. Or this is like a very subconscious trauma. I don't think you might not even be aware of it. And you might be like, oh, well, my father sucks. Like, I don't need to look at this, or it's hurtful for you to look at the reality of you. But the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Chariot, it's kind of like things were only good if you were succeeding or if you were acting a certain way. Or this is also about like leaving the family behind, like choosing to go on your own path here. So it's like you have done that, but maybe you feel like you've hit a wall in some way along that path, and to continue doing that, there's definitely healing here around the father. Maybe you feel like your father abused power towards you, or, and I'm so sorry if there literally was abuse there. And if there was, like, that's trauma, and that's a place for you to have compassion for yourself, to start healing it, looking at it, not to live in it, not to hold on to it, but you have to face the past to be able to let go of it and to be able to move through it. And the past is always going to be there, right? It's like people want to ignore it, And they think that that's healing because they're like, oh, it doesn't have any power over me because I just don't look at it. But it's like, no, if you don't address the past correctly to heal, it will subconsciously control you, whatever story it portrayed, whatever story subconsciously it created for you. Because doubt, I released the need to know all the answers. So it gave whatever this was with the father or with a masculine figure that did something against you, that was this with the magician reverse and emperor reverse, it gives a little bit of like maybe somebody who had narcissistic tendencies towards you and tried to control you. You being able to step into a place of strength where you know what's best for you and you don't doubt yourself. You know your power and you don't need to prove anything to anyone else anymore. Please clarify the spirit of what needs to be released. Thank you. Peace. Yeah, peace. Back to the Lion and the Lamb. It was the story of peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So there's something about pent up negative energy in your field because of these past traumas. That Queen of Swords, it's anger. And we literally had the anger within come through. Anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its roots rather than suppressing it. So you have to be able to look at why you're angry, why you're disappointed, why you're feeling like you're not in the right place of your life. That's what's going to help you move forward and start releasing these things instead of suppressing them. Because there's a difference between like being able to surrender to something of like, I'm accepting this is happening and I'm going to learn from it, and instead of ignoring it. And then it controls you because you're ignoring it. Change. I understand that nothing can grow and evolve without movement and forgiveness. Yeah. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for whoever this is that you feel like abused their power towards you. I acknowledge that harboring resentments blocks the flow of love. So peace from resentment, the ability to forgive, and it's not about forgive and forget. It's like forgive so that you can move forward. This is for your benefit. What cards do I want to use next? Let's see. Okay, I've been really connected to Archangel Michael, so let's pull an Archangel Michael prayer card. And people always ask me, like, when you say shadow work or how do I release this? How do I work on this stuff? Look up shadow work. Look up shadow work about anger, shadow work about regret, shadow work about fear of failure. Take your time making this decision and forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I said forgiving yourself. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. So thank you for the confirmation, Spirit, and Archangel Michael, because this is about forgiving yourself for something that you can't change. But what you can change is the future. Your future is still yours to create. Nothing will grow or evolve without movement. You have to be able to let go of this and reshape it and change it. That's how looking at it is what's going to help you. Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach the situation. Remind me to detach and step back, allowing the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. So maybe you're because we got doubt. So maybe you're doubting making a decision. I'm going to get some additional information cards, and we'll get an oracle card to end this off, but let's see. Spirit, please clarify what this collective seeing this video needs to release for the full moon in Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, building a new foundation, new beginning. Distorted thinking, disconnected from reality. So we want to release whatever distorted thinking has been created because you are ignoring the past. Because there's some sort of narrative that has disconnected you from reality. I feel like a lot of this could be, I'm not going to be okay unless I win. I need to be successful to be okay in my life, to be at peace. This could also be like, oh, fuck men, fuck women, fuck my family. I'm never going to find it. I'm never going to find that happy ending. I'm never going to meet nice people. It's created these resentments and these stories that are false because of the things that you've been through, and to be able to address them and look at them is important. It is a test. So right now, what you're releasing, this is a test of your strength and being able to build a new life, a new community. There's people that you're meant to help. This could be like we got with that Page of Wands, like inspirational people. Like you're meant to Christ consciousness. Yes, Jesus was coming through in the beginning of this reading. The heart. Christ consciousness is all about the heart chakra and forgiveness, compassion for yourself and others. Wow. Construction. You could be in construction. You could be constructing a house. This could be like the construction of your new self, your new life. You are the full package, highly valued, handle with care. So take care. I think you take care of yourself, but be nicer to yourself. There's something about like maybe performance or like succeeding, hard work and focus and discipline is connected to this abusive power. This could even be like an absentee father. Maybe they didn't abuse their power, but they just like were completely not there, or a parent wasn't there, and then it's caused you to overperform. And you had to parent yourself in a lot of ways, and then it's like you're not being nice to your inner child. This is about like the reconstruction or rehabilitation, really, with your relationship with your inner child, so that you can relate to others better. They can't handle someone of your caliber in long distance, so that might be significant for somebody. Maybe this is like you have been around people, or people have been threatened by your strength, and that has caused people to hurt you. Long distance, maybe that's potentially something that will come through of meeting somebody long distance, or you're traveling a long distance. You're unlocking a new inner strength. Look how many cards. This always shocks me. I have a lot. You're unlocking a new inner strength. It's light banishes the darkness of ignorance. I just got the chills. I can't make that up. This is the reading. This is the concept. You are unlocking a new inner strength. Its light banishes the darkness of ignorance. So, this new inner strength is the ability to shine light on your dark parts that you've been ignoring, and being able to release things in a different way, to face these things. Physical trauma. I feel like with that trauma, this could be. So speaking of anger, after the mic dropped, I just filmed for another like 17 minutes and the sound didn't record. It happened for a reason. I'm just going to read you the oracle cards that came through because the sound didn't record. So, how can I deepen my trust right now, and do I surround myself with people that lift me up? So for the people one, the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? So there was a card when I was filming, long distance came through. So maybe there's just like a need for you to create distance with certain people, create more boundaries, change who is in your life or surrounding you, if that energy is not supporting you. And then how can you deepen your trust within yourself so that you can also trust others? What's beautiful about that is that we got so much synchronicity in this card, especially that came through, the no place like home. That's the number 50. We also got Angel of Strength as the number 50. So yeah, this is definitely about you releasing your trauma, releasing the past, and stepping into the most authentic version of yourself and attracting a new community. With woman holding a heart, man holding a heart, and caring connections, this is like spirit is saying, how can we release the past or things that are no longer serving us to make space for new to come into our life? So no place like home. So on point. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet neither with pride nor humility. That was also a card that I think came out that was, I don't know if it recorded it. I think it did, the Christ consciousness and this angel of strength, the lion and the lamb, that duality of like balancing pride and humility, finding that middle ground, your humanity. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You're in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in knowing that is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity right now. Be home in this relationship. Together, you add love to the world. So this could be just your current relationships. There's some that are like very good as well. And I feel like that it's new ones coming in, releasing the old to receive new when it comes to relationships. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what's in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you're fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there is, and you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, then you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. So I feel like this is, like we were talking about, because this is a full moon in Scorpio, this is deep internal change, paradigm shifts collectively. And also we have Uranus entering Gemini. Uranus is the planet of transcendence of old programming, rebellion, individuality, really like changing your ideas, shifting mentally a lot. So I feel like that's what's happening here. It's like whatever you thought you knew is completely changing, a new normal, like it said. And going after what feels uncomfortable sometimes may feel like it's wrong, but it's like learning to trust yourself with experiencing things that may not feel familiar and then seeing how it turns out, because familiar sometimes just means you're repeating something that you don't want to repeat. So unfinished symphony, unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. So yeah, like we were talking about forgiveness. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. This was the crazy line. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. Like we said, you have to look at the past so that you can find closure and find the answers and be able to move forward. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what is past so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Like you get to change the way that your past affects you. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied to you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings even if it's only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so that you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. So yeah, this is like about really like tending to past things so that you can let in new energy, forgiveness of the past, acceptance of it so that you can allow new love in. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. So this is talking about like make sure you're not starting something before you're finishing something else. Being on a prosperous path, feeling refreshed and excited about the future. And then when unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it's a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. And I think I mentioned, yeah, it reminded me of the Nine of Wands. And that 54 keeps popping up. 5 plus 4 is 9. Nines are all about being at the finish line, being almost at the end of something. And I cut the deck, and I think it said, like, oh, I wish that it fucking recorded, but whatever. Acceptance. It said, like, the shadow, dissociation, darkness, compartmentalizing the past. So there's definitely an issue with that. And there's a need to address the shadow work. And like I mentioned, this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's just the ability to start looking at these things. There's a shift in the way that you're experiencing yourself and your life. This Scorpio full moon, it's deep, deep inner emotional, spiritual change. So there's like major, major shifts happening in the collective. It's very beautiful. It's very loving, with that Christ consciousness energy that came through. It's the ability to forgive yourself and others, have self-compassion, and how that loving energy, that vibration is going to then change what you attract into your life, how you do moving forward. Yeah, and just the ability to have hope, because you might have lost. I got the star reversed. I cut to that. And so that could be about like losing hope, feeling helpless, feeling like you're blocked spiritually, feeling like there's nothing out there helping you. And the Emperor reverse, we want to take our power back. The past can no longer control us. We have the ability to rewrite the story. The past cannot be rewritten, but your future is still yours to create. The rest is still unwritten, baby. I love you. I don't know if I said everything that I said, but everything happens for a reason. I hope you enjoyed this message. Good luck. This is very exciting. And yeah, Spirit is with you. You're never alone. And I wish you the best. Good luck.